When news breaks, there's one station that breaks it fast, fresh, credible, and fresh. This is the Rural Morning Update on Brunch FM with our correspondents from the Glasgow area, beginning 7 a.m. Happening across local County. I'm Samuel Boyd reporting on the Rural Update on Brunch FM. I'm Jerry William Jr. from Katam, Miami County. From South County, this is Sagacious Success Barrow. We go beyond the news. We explain the news. We stay on top of local happenings from across the country. This is the Raw Update on Brunch FM. When news breaks, there's one station that brings it fast, fresh, credible, and fresh. This is the Rural Morning Update on Brunch FM with our correspondents from the Glasgow area, beginning 7 a.m. Happening across local County. I'm Samuel Boyd reporting on the Rural Update on Brunch FM. I'm Jerry William Jr. from Katam, Miami County. From South County, this is Sagacious Success Barrow. We go beyond the news. We explain the news. We stay on top of local happenings from across the country. This is the Raw Update on Brunch FM. When news breaks, there's one station that brings it fast, fresh, credible, and fresh. This is the Rural Morning Update on Brunch FM with our correspondents from the Glasgow area, beginning 7 a.m. Happening across local County. I'm Samuel Boyd reporting on the Rural Update on Brunch FM. I'm Jerry William Jr. from Katam, Miami County. From South County, this is Sagacious Success Barrow. We go beyond the news. We explain the news. We stay on top of local happenings from across the country. This is the Raw Update on Brunch FM.
Well, what a pleasant good morning, and welcome to another fascinating presentation of the program Rural Update It's on the Monday presentation, and it's good to have you this morning. Very shortly, we want to go across the country to speak with our correspondents to update us of happenings across the country. My name is Jeremiah Moba. Well seated this morning to drive you through up to 8. I wish that would give way to the Brush Morning Taku to drive you. Until then, let's be together this morning. A lot of happenings. We're hoping to go to Gauntanima County, Lofa County this morning. We will stop Bonk, Magibi, Grand Gile, Sano, Grand Bassa. So the llama is huge this morning. Good morning. Whatsoever you're doing this morning, whatever you're doing, it's on the Brush Communications Network. Brush FM 94.7. It's good to have it. Those of you viewing this morning on Sun TV, Brush TV Live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so I leave it like that to go to Lofa County and speak with our Lofa County correspondent. Samuel, good morning. Samuel, just wait me 1 minute. Let me see what I can get you through here this morning. Something facing some challenge here this morning. Okay, Samuel, are you there? I'm not still getting you on this line. Let me try to connect you right there. Try to get you. Good morning, Samuel. Yeah, just wait me, Samuel. Let me take this break. Are you there?
Gere mawasa dikere gere mawasa dikere gere mawasa monia pawo.
I will get back to Samuel. Let me do some technical connection right here. Okay, Samuel, it's okay now. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. You get me now?
I'm getting you loud and clear. How are you?
I'm okay, Chief.
How is the Lofa County?
Well, Lofa County is okay this morning. And since this morning, it has been raining in Kolahun District.
Wow, Kolahun District raining there this morning. And how was your weekend?
Well, we thank God the weekend was very nice.
Okay. We're getting a report that journalist Junior Saleh of Radio Halangi was beaten by chief security in the commissioner office for discussing the usage of the 3 million Liberian dollars. Was it the money given by the president of the Republic of Liberia during his tour in Lofa County?
Yes, as rightly said, this 3 million saga issue have been calculating in the Ghana season. As you can imagine, send the president tour and get this 3 million. The Jolly money was across the country. So Kolahun District, the 3 million continued to remain in Darman until recently it was distributed. And based on that, as the video personnel, Jane Dabara Jr. was able to have some copy of the uses of the money where they talk about 1 million plus Liberian dollars was used before the president gave the money, and that money was used on credit basis. And after he laid hand on the uses, he appeared on the radio and on a talk show around the community where he said there is need for us to discuss on the uses of the 3 million. And after the discussion of that other morning, Thursday and Thursday evening, when he have the police were working with ladies, and those guys asked him to carry him to the entertainment center in Old Town community. And when he carried them, he met the people who were talking about the same 3 million issue that this morning on the radio, Jane Dabara Jr. Open phone when it comes to the uses of the 3 million, where citizens were saying they are not happy the way the authority used the money. If the authority have not given account on this money. When he appeared, then the Chief Security William Barra in the commissioner office accused him that, well, those are the people consider themselves to be journalists where they are not seeing when they go on the radio, instead of them doing Google things, they will only be putting more on the commissioner. Based on that, he started accusing the man that, well, he and the commissioner don't equal, no matter of fact, normally to say negative thing about the commission. The guy said, no, I didn't say any other thing, I only open phone now. And he said, even the radio you're working with, you can come open or see or eat the money, only the commissioner who you can be talking about. The man said, okay, the station can eat the money, the board should be held responsible because the board have the forum, the board have the responsibility to oversee the station. If the station can eat the money, the board should be responsible because the board should take action with the management. But based on that, the guy said, well, if you talk again, I'm going to slap you. The guy said, I'm not talking again. That was the only issue. The guy stood up and started slapping the guy. He's slapping about 3 times. Based on that, those ladies that were there, they hold the guy and they took the pressman to leave the site. And after he left, he was able to run the complaint. And immediately, the manager called the commissioner, and the commissioner said, well, his deputy, Josh Kima, got to go in the matter. And they appeared to the administrative compound where Josh Kima went through the matter, and the guy admitted that.
Okay, Samuel, where was the journalist beating? Was it at the station or outside the station?
It was outside the station where they have those guys doing the mapping of the horses, where the sensor crew. They told this guy normally those he and those guys they move around. They told this guy, please carry off, and this guy carried it. When he went now, it was the security guard at Point Nigeria now. Those are the useless people that working on the radio. Every day when they go on the radio, they're talking about the commissioner issue. And this morning again, we're on the radio talking about the 3 million issue, where they don't know anything about it. They can open phone now, people calling and insulting the commissioner. But the alternative thing we're going to be doing, if we discuss about the commissioner on the radio, anywhere we see you, we're going to flop you. That was the issue they started, but it was not on the radio compound. It was the entertainment center where those guys from the latest background asked me to carry it.
Wow. So, what is the report coming from the Press Union of Liberia in Lofa County?
Yeah, we communicated with the chairman, Topatano, and he said he communicated with the commissioner. Today they're going to be bringing their press statement.
Wow. So
and the board and the management, after they went through the preliminary investigation, the guy admitted that he beat on him in the tone of this guy was discussing about the 3 million on the radio. He aggravated him, and when he went to the entertainment center, when he started talking about it, the guy said no, that was not the truth. I mean, the guy told him that you were lying, and based on that, he was aggravated and he beat on him. But he asked him to apologize. He said, okay, he will apologize. But the management and the board told him to appear on the radio to tell the people where I beat on the channel falsely, and this should be the last, and documents should be signed. When such thing be repeated, serious action should be taken against him. The guy refused to do that, and based on that, with the opportunity of the board and the management, they decided to take the guy to court today.
Samuel, was it an order from the commissioner, or it was just the individual own way of beating on the journalist? Was it an order from the commissioner?
Well, it has been circulating recently that Taco, who is working in the city corporation, saying that crew had already been set to see how they would be flocking the journalists, and which the issue went privately. But based on that, he admitted that it was not the instruction of the commissioner, but citizens are saying, well, it is just the guy is just talking about saving the commissioner, but seriously, if the commissioner could not be involved, this guy could not be fooled to beat on his friend without no reason, only discussing about 3 million on the radio. But we tried to get to the commissioner to get his clarity. He said no, but today he's going to be appearing on one of the radio stations in Bonjama, Radio Kitoma, after the discussion. Any other team, maybe tomorrow I can bring you the detail. But according to William Barra, the chief secretary, he said, well, he did it on his own. He was not instructed for anybody.
Okay, so that would be good if you can get to the commissioner and just do an interview with him on Raw Update tomorrow. We could link you all in the morning to get a side of this saga coming from that county.
Okay, thank you ever so much. You're welcome.
Okay, Samuel. Thank you so much this morning.
Yeah. And finally, before I leave you, on the 3 million, where the commission said that 52,900 Lebron dollars were given to the team from Morovia re-election of President Weah. And we spoke with the chairman, Amaru Sisi. Amaru Sisi said, well, there is no time to receive money from the commissioner when it comes to the transportation aspect. According to him, he said it's false and misleading. And we quizzed the commissioner. The commissioner said, well, there is receipt on the incident where they gave the money to them. They have the receipt in their possession. What they are waiting is the chairman will then come back on the radio and say, well, what he said, it was not true. They received the money. We're going to take some another steps. It has become serious, dramatic when it comes to the 3 million uses.
Yeah. So you see, there are a lot of happiness coming from that particular 3 million jolly. The president gave the citizen of Lofa County. So the best thing is just establish contact with the commissioner so we can get a side of this particular issue.
Okay, thank you so much. You're welcome.
Okay. Samuel is our Lofa County correspondent there to bring it up to speed with that development. Generally allegedly being flocked in Lofa County for speaking out issue regarding the 3 million that was given by President George Manneh Weah The president said that money was jolly, jolly for the citizen when he visited the county during his nationwide tour. And a lot of complaint have been coming from that county as it relates to the distribution of that money. Some people have linked the commissioner and other people of allegedly squandering the money. So our reporter is there, and we try to get to the commissioner hopefully tomorrow. Um, yeah, we'll try to get to the commissioner hopefully by tomorrow. All right, so we're trying to go to Grandira County. Let's speak with our correspondent there. Trying to go to Grandira County to speak with our correspondent there this morning. So good morning, whatsoever you are, however you're doing. This is raw update on Brush F and 94.7. We try to go to Grand Jide and we're trying to go to Grand Jide this morning to speak with Esther. Esther is our Grand Jide County. Esther is our Grand Jide County correspondent. We're trying to get her this morning, but she's on the line this morning. Esther, good morning and welcome to Brush FM 94.7. It's good to have you this morning.
Good morning, and it's a pleasure to be live this morning on Brush FM. Good morning to all of our listeners as well.
How is Grand Jide County this morning?
Grand Jide is relatively good, as you can see, because of the present weather condition.
And how was your weekend?
Well, weekend was good because we had something to bring youth together to discuss issues affecting the young people of Liberia and not just Grand Jide County.
Okay. We're getting report that the Liberia Youth Development Institute, in collaboration with Forum CRV, celebrates International Youth Day. Okay, let me try to reconnect with Esther.
It's insufficient.
Sometimes we have some network connectivities that have been. Let me try to get to her this morning from this line. But let's take this one.
Aye, mama, aye, papa, you gotta go and tell Nelly, on to teach your way. Everything she keep doing to me, they ready to beat her. I'm a free one of Liberia, nobody will do me no harm. People.
Okay, Esther, sorry for that. Welcome back.
Sorry.
Okay. So we get a report that the Liberia Youth Development Institute, in collaboration with Forum C, celebrates International Youth Day in Grand Jide County.
On over the weekend, the Liberia Youth Development Institute, LIOB, celebrated the International Youth Day with the intent or aim and objective of bringing young people together within the county and working together on those issues or factors that are stopping young people from being united. And I speaking during the occasion at the Georgia City Hall, Thomas K. Spoke on the issue of bad leadership as one of those major factors that is breaking division in the county among young people, and not just Grenada, but like you as well. He also spoke on the issue of political influence. He said because of our political differences during elections, young people will be showing stones at each other because of politicians who does not give them anything in return with the exception of little or petty cash as his payment. And so there is a need for young people to put aside their political differences, their make use of the social and electronic media, and also the poor justice system, which in this country, he said, is one of the major factors too, that leading to young people being apart. And so to bring all of these things under control or to mitigate them, he said there is a need that young people come together and work together as one under one umbrella to make sure that they will not be controlled or carried away by politicians or by their use of social media. It will not bring disputes in the county or the country. And at the closing of the program, representing the CSO, Peter Doe, he spoke on the issue of youth who are in the county that are carrying out their advocacy. They are being biased in terms of their advocacy because sometimes they'll be advocating and be selling the civil society organizations to politicians. And that which, of course, at times, it doesn't appear right or good for the civil society organization. And so, at first, he's calling on them to do the advocacy in a right manner, in a way that both the youth and the civil society will benefit and the country will also benefit. And for the youth president, Winston Sheru, he also appreciated Forum Liberia because they were the one who sponsored the celebration of the International Youth Day. And so he appreciated them for the effort and also recommended that the next International Youth Day activity should not just be held in Chien District, but it should be decentralized for the benefit of those who are in other rural places of this county.
Esther, how many young people attended the workshop and what were some of their responses?
Well, we are talking because of the virus. The church was just the number of public gatherings, and so they have people from organizations that represented the number of 30 because the city is very large, and so they invited most people, and most people thought of turning out, but because of the issue of the COVID-19, so they tried to restrict it and see how best. But they were also carrying it live on Vero Radio to make sure that people who weren't opportune to understand it could also benefit from the program.
So, how did the young people say they are going to utilize the knowledge gained from the training?
Well, speaking on behalf of the student community and the youth, Alexander Taylor, who is the past president for the United Student Association, appreciated those people, and then he said they have shared it all. One of the major factors that brought division to Grenadians, the youth of Grenada County, is the issue of political influence being carried away by politicians. So for that, the Youth Day celebration, they were able to understand that there is a need to put aside political differences and whatever, but to be united as one. And he also talked about how they're going to utilize the knowledge to also educate other young people who are out there to be able to understand that their star belongs to this person, I belong to this person. There is a need for us all to join the work together for the betterment of Grenada County.
Okay, Esther, thank you this morning for that report coming from Grenada County.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, Esther Scott is our Grenada County correspondent. In a matter of fact, Esther made her first debut this morning on Brush FM. Thank you so much for that splendid report from Grenada County, Esther. This is Caesar Gator, the Basel King. I don't know whether you stay the Basel King or what. But Anthony Bear, is this the Basel King? Good morning, this is Rural Update, people. My name is Jeremiah Mobile.
Heaven knows I love you dearly. Heaven knows I need you so. Heaven knows that you know so. So please stay away, please stand by me. Heaven knows I love you dearly. Heaven knows I need you so. Heaven knows that you know so. So please stay away, please stand by me. Oh, my little way, oh, my, oh, my, oh, my little way, oh,
Okay, so that leaves it there to go to Nima County and speak with Director G. Augustine down in Nima County. Let me see what I can link here. Augustine, good morning.
Good morning, Jeremiah. How was the weekend with you?
My weekend was fine. Thank you. And how was yours?
Well, that is always faithful. He is the reason why we are alive, and we are always grateful to Him for sustaining us.
Okay, that's good. The governor of Liberia conducts autopsy on the body of a Guinean national who died in police yard in Ganta recently.
For sure. The incident took place this year in May when a 40-year-old Guinean national, known as Joe Cole, died in police cell after his complaint was taken by one of his friends who hired him to do a contract for him. Joe Cole was hired by his friend Moses Yele to do a contract for 40,000 Liberian dollars. Of the 40,000 Liberian dollars, 6,000 was given to him, but Joe Cole refused to do the contract, for which his complaint was taken to the police station by his friend Moses Yele. And he was arrested and was detained at the police cell. And after 3 days, he died. And so since his death in May this year, the family members have been mounting pressure on the government of Liberia. In fact, the family members took the complaint to the Guinean embassy in Monrovia, and the Guinean embassy has been mounting pressure on the government of Liberia to ensure that justice prevails. And so at the weekend, the government of Liberia dispatched a team of authorities to Ganta to conduct autopsy on the remains of Joe Cole. And there are a team of authorities from the largest government referral hospital, that is John F. Kennedy Medical Center. They came here and they conducted the exercise in the presence of family members and even authorities of the Liberian National Police here. But according to the head of the team, that at the end of this, they were not able to release the results or the findings of the autopsy because, according to him, it will be released in a court of competent jurisdiction. They were not authorized to release the findings to family members, even though family members and other residents of Ganta were present, and other local officials were present when the autopsy was conducted. But the findings were not released it will be released in a court of competent jurisdiction according to the head of the team, that's a Benedict.
So what about the police preliminary investigation? What were the outcome from the police preliminary investigation?
Jeremiah family members accused the police in Uganda of being responsible for the death of Joe Colette. And because of this death incident, Jeremiah, 3 high-ranking officers of the Liberia National Police here were suspended. And in fact, as we speak, they are still undergoing a suspension. You have the commander, Sergeant Adolfo, in fact, Inspector Adolfo Zoa, who has been the commander for the Uganda Police Detail for over 4 years now. He has been suspended because of the death incident. The chief of operations, the other chief of operations, who is one of the professional police officers here that people hold in high esteem. Lami Mendy is also undergoing an investigation for the same death incident. And so 3 persons, 3 high-ranking officers of the National Police here since May have been undergoing interrogation by the Professional Senior Division of the National Police for their alleged link or for not being able to bring the justice or to disclose the name of the officers, because there were officers that were on duty at the time when the incident took place. The incident took place in the night, during night hours. And so because of the death incident, these 2 police officers were suspended and they were turned over to the Professional Senior Division for an investigation. So the issue has been with the government of Liberia, not with the authority of the Liberia National Police, because the police is like now serving as perpetrators in this incident. So they are not the ones doing the investigation.
Wow, what a serious situation, and we look forward to seeing the report.
So the team of pathologists that came here, they were really friendly. According to Dr. Benedict, even though the finding was not released, he said the findings were conducted transparently in the presence of the family members and family members who were present, and they could not understand, the medical languages or the medical terms they were using. Everything was explained to them in detail. And I think those who were present, as per the explanation, I think they will understand the cause of death, but the full findings will be released in the court of compensation, and the family members and even residents of Uganda and people of Liberia will later on be informed as to what exactly led to the death of Joe Colley in the police cell here in Uganda.
Wow. That's good. And Gus, any other thing before we take leave of you?
We work with this, the Kumet Africa Foundation at the weekend made several donations, in fact, made donations of medical supplies to several hospitals in Uganda. In fact, in Nima County, the Uganda United Methodist Hospital was captured or benefited, and they moved to Sacred here and made donations to the Sacred Comprehensive Health Center as well. And the political leader of the ANC, Mr. Kumet, was in Nima some weeks ago to do an assessment of what these facilities need. And following his assessment toward the third aid, in fact, he deemed it considerate to make some interventions as these facilities, combat these new variants of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so the donations were made at the weekend, and recipients of the donation lauded the Kumet Africa Foundation for the intervention, and the families will use the items or the material received for the purpose for which they were intended.
Okay, Auguste. Thank you this morning.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah, for the hard work, and thanks to all of you guys there, James, Fopa, Martin, Frank Martins, the playground man, the rest of the guys there. Thank you, Joshua Wright, the rest of the guys. Thank you for what you continue to do, and thanks to Takoto, who usually, produces with you, and the entire management of PMR. My greetings to all of you guys there.
Okay. Thank you, Auguste.
Thank you.
All right.
proud because you have it. It comes from God Almighty. Yeah. Oh, begin good, we know. Ah, but if you get begin, make you not laugh. The people will not get. If you not get begin, make you not cry because you not get them. Boston is the best.
Voice of Prince Nico.
But once in this world, yeah.
13 minutes to go this morning, and it's on rural update. Good morning. Trying to establish contact with our Maggie County correspondent, Jerome C. Wole.
Nobody knows who knows tomorrow, mama? Nobody knows yes. Oh, money good, we know. But if you get money, make you not laugh. The people will not get. If you not get money, make you not cry because you don't get them. First time is the best opportunity come but once in this world. Yeah. Who knows tomorrow, mama? Nobody knows tomorrow.
Okay. Let's go, Maggie B. County, and speak with Jerome C. Wole. He's our Maggie B. County correspondent. Jerome, good morning, and welcome to Rural Update.
Good morning, and good morning to the people of Moscow County and the country at large.
How is Maggie B. County this morning?
Maggie County, as we speak to you, the Nigerians on yesterday suffered a real setback, but as I speak to you this morning, everything is cool and Maggie County, and we have a fair weather here.
What actually happened yesterday at the CH Rene Hospital?
And to be quick to report on yesterday early morning, Sunday, in Sakata, Maggie County, the only government referral hospital and the CH Rene and hospital that was fired on yesterday morning, which caused serious damage and losses so far. But citizens of my GBN, in this extremely well to cause the fire situation on yesterday. The report saying that the journalist spoke to the country health officer, Dr. Frank Panian. It is true that the cause of such fire is due to such electrical fault.
Were there casualty there yesterday?
No, not about to be exact. No, there was, according to report, there was no human casualties so far. Patients were transferred to Bond County and also to Darkway Hospital. But several parts of the hospital got damaged. For example, the hospital emergency response, the benefit area, and the administration office all got destroyed from the fire.
Were there government officials that came at the rescue of the people yesterday? Did you see government officials like the health minister and other people yesterday?
From what I saw, because remember that I was on a sabbatical week in Morovia, Iraq, in Kakatan late last year. For what I saw on social media, so far, no government official. The only thing that went there at the fire scene was the fire scene fire truck. I spoke to several individuals last night who was on the scene, but he said that the national fire truck is not come to Kakatan. And so up to present, we have not called as to whether the speaking of Miami County or whether authority from National Fire Authority was present on yesterday on the final quarter the CHMN hospital.
Yeah, you confirm this report that citizens of Kakata allegedly stole the fire truck that came from Firestone yesterday.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, China is a normal situation. The reason for such is that the Nigerians fought stood their ground on yesterday, making sure that the fire they were acting as firefighters. So they saw it as a complete waste and as a complete disrespect to see the fire truck coming at the time the building and then destroyed totally.
Wow. But that's not welcoming. That need to be condemned when citizens, start to, take violence in their own hands. That's not good. So this last development, Maghibie County Senator James Emmanuel Nwonkwe delegates several projects in Maghibie County. Where are the places?
You are quite correct. Over the weekend, my County Senator James Emmanuel Nwonkwe delegates the Samoan Bridge and also the Samoan Youth Center project in the lower bed to be precisely district number 1. And the project is part of the first 100 days in office. The members of the Nwonkwe got elected 2020 is yet to be 100 days in office. And then at the program over the weekend, the chairman of the Maghibie County Legislative Caucus was present. District number 4 lawmaker Representative Ben Asham Fofana was present. The cost of such process was estimated at
US. Ben should be the former chair of the Legislative Caucus. Steve Arusa, right?
Former chair of Maghibie County Legislative Caucus and District number 4 lawmaker Representative Ben Asham Fofana was also in attendance at the dedication ceremony in District number 1 Lower Maghibie.
What are the projects?
The project is a bus cover bridge and then in District number 1 and also Drummond Youth Center project. On the up of the project, the project was estimated at USD 54,000, which the youth center 30,000 United States dollars, the bridge was 4,000. But unfortunately, due to the plan from the construction company, the project went over the 54,000. This project, and to tell you that in Jeremiah, it was done by an American construction company called the Pinter Trustee Holy Construction Company.
Did the senator give value of the projects?
No, from reports on the other, you did not call the actual amount, but I said to you earlier on, the project estimated cost was $54,000 dollars for the students that amount. And also to add up, also at the person at the lower end for the weekend, so the James Emmanuel Nwonkwe was able to give us cash of US $6,000 to a community radio station to help them buttress the work and the management of each person was the president for such gesture.
Jerome, thank you so much. Been a nice review this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gemma.
Okay. Jerome Siwole is our Maghibie County correspondent. They're bringing up to speed with that report. We have to go this morning, folks. We have to go this morning. Yes, Saturday.
When news breaks, there's one station that brings it fast, fresh, credible, and fresh. This is the Rural Morning Update on Brunch FM with our correspondents from the Glasgow area, beginning 7 a.m.
Be happening across Norfolk County. I'm Samuel Ford reporting on the Rural Update on Brunch FM. And you see William Jr. from Curtin, Miami County.
From Sun County, this is Sagacious Success Paulo.
We go beyond the news. We explain the news. We stay on top of local happenings from across the country. This is the Rural Update on Brunch FM. When news breaks, there's one station that brings it fast, fresh, credible, and fresh. This is the Rural Morning Update on Brunch FM with our correspondents from the Glasgow area, beginning 7 a.m.
Be happening across Norfolk County. I'm Samuel Ford reporting on the Rural Update on Brunch FM. And you see William Jr. from Curtin, Miami County.
From Sun County, this is Sagacious Success Paulo.
We go beyond the news. We explain the news. We stay on top of local happenings from across the country. This is the Rural Update on Brunch FM. We go beyond the news and we stay on top of local happenings in the country. This is Rural Update. Thanks so much for your listening, Raw. Thanks for viewing as well this morning. Until then, this has been a Jeremiah Boba presentation. God willing, the man Tapos Siwa. I'm going to be here tomorrow to serve you. Bye-bye.